crush, cause I'm frozen in motion, and my head tells me to stop, but my heart goes bum, 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 cause my heart goes bum, 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 oh my God, can't believe what I've become. I'm thinking things I shouldn't think, singing songs I've never sung. Oh my God, when I see you I should run, but I'm frozen in motion, and my head tells me to stop, feelings I feel about us. Try to fight it, but it's never enough. My heart is hurting, it's more than a crush, cause I'm frozen in motion, and my head tells me to stop, but my heart goes bum, 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 cause my heart goes bum, 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 but my heart goes cause my heart goes bum, 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 cause my heart goes oh my God, this feeling's just begun. Saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done. Oh my God, when I see you I should've run, but I'm frozen in motion, and my head tells me to stop, but my heart goes.
You were a child, crawling on your knees toward it, making mama so proud, but your voice is too loud. We like to watch you laughing, picking insects off your plants. No time to think of consequences. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted.
my God, these feelings just begun. I'm saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done. Oh my God, when I see you I shoot it right. But I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop, feelings, I feel about us.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, it's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up 23,000, 24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, it's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up 23,000, 24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are getting ourselves ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, woo! Let's see what comes on up here today. Let's see what type of action we're going to be having here at this moment, because I am absolutely jacked on up here. I hope every single person is excited. I hope every single person is ready. I hope every single person is fired up on this day. I hope every single person is saying to themselves, man, it feels good to be back. Because that's exactly what it does, guys. Right here and right now at this moment, it feels absolutely fantastic to be back. Traders, I am so jacked up at this time. I want to make sure that we are all set, ready to go here. I hope you guys are excited to see what this day brings us. Happy Juneteenth for everyone, of course. Yesterday, the stock market was closed, able to celebrate some time with some family and friends. And now it's time to get back. So traders, let's do exactly that. Let's get back to it right now, and let's have another massive day in the market. You know why? Because on Tuesday, where we left you, we absolutely crushed it. On Tuesday, we were able to make $1,600 in the market. Yes, guys, it was insane. $1,600, this is what I wrote out. Right now, I'm averaging just shy of $1,000 a day, aka just shy of $250,000 a year. This is why I love to trade. I'm 30 years old, I'm making $1,000 per day, $250,000 a year salary, no boss, no commute. Is this the greatest job on earth? I think so. $1,600 right here and right now. But team, we got a lot to talk about today. So I'm going to turn off the music here for a second. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to break down, and we got to make sure every single person is dialed in right now at this moment. So it says, yes, bigger than Apple now, bigger than Meta, bigger than Amazon. Nvidia is now the biggest company in the world. Guys, isn't that crazy to talk about? Let's go over this right now. It says market briefing, hot streak. The S&P 500 spun up another record on Tuesday, which was the most recent trading day as markets were closed on Wednesday for the Juneteenth holiday. The broad market index added 0.25%, while the NASDAQ composite also hit another new high, inching up 0.03%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, meanwhile, ticked up 56.76 points, or 0.15%. Nvidia was the star of the show yet again on Tuesday, climbing 3.5%. Looking ahead, investors will be watching for initial jobless claims figures and housing data on Thursday morning. MVP. There's a new king of the stock market. Nvidia became the most valuable public company in the world on Tuesday as its market cap surpassed Microsoft's. It is now worth $3.34 trillion, pushing above Microsoft's $3.32 trillion. Nvidia also credited the engine behind an explosion of AI and seeing that it has risen 170% so far this year. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Nvidia is now the largest company in the world. Wow. Pretty nuts, pretty wild. I want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go here. So that is pretty awesome to be able to see. Nvidia is now the largest company in the world. And with Nvidia going higher and higher and higher, guess what we're seeing at this moment? The S&P 500 is also continuing to push on up. Yes, traders, at this moment, we are seeing that the S&P 500 is all the way up towards around the price of 550. Now, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think with the S&P 500 right next to 550? SPY. Man, traders, I mean, how much are we up so far on the year? Let's just talk about this here for a second. The S&P 500, we go ahead and take a look at year to date. Year to date, the S&P 500's up 16%. Now, traders, that is a little bit nuts to be thinking about. Year to date, the S&P 500, the all-stars, the top 500 companies in the stock market are currently up 16% on the year. The average return is 11% on the year. So you're telling me within the first 6 months of 2024, we have already not only hit what we're supposed to hit throughout 12 months, but has surpassed that. That is kind of crazy to be thinking about. And day after day after day after day, the market just keeps going higher and higher and higher. We take a look over on Nvidia. Let's just type in NVDA here. And when we take a look over on NVDA, we're up over 180% on a blue chip company. This is not a penny stock. This is a blue chip stock that is giving a 181% return in the matter of 6 months. If we want to take a look over the past year, it's 209%. Traders, think about the hedge funds. Think about the big banks that probably put in $50 million, $100 million, and they're having a $100 million return in the matter of 6 months. This is insane. That is insane to be thinking about. This is a company like I have never seen before in my life. A blue chip that is essentially acting like a penny stock. That is so nuts and so wild. And at the same time, I do have to say, there's credibility behind it. It does have Meta buying its chips. It does have Amazon buying its chip. It does have Tesla buying its chip. It does have Microsoft buying its chips. So we have all these massive companies buying Nvidia's chips. It makes sense on why it's moving, and it makes sense why it's holding its gains. It's just so wild to believe. It's so wild to see that it's actually working. So we have been seeing that the S&P 500 has been moving itself on up. We are seeing that the S&P 500 is going up higher and higher and higher here. And as the SPY climbs, as the SPY again moves itself on up here, I want you guys to realize, of course, we are going from 500 all the way up to 550. And we're going to be opening up next to that 550 resistance line. So at that 550 resistance line here, is that going to be the main line of resistance? Is this going to be the main trouble? If I had to make a prediction, I'm going to say we are going to get back above 550 today. I don't think this is the high just yet. I do think we are going to be, again, seeing a little bit of a spike back above 550. And, Zach saying he thinks the market's going to fall tomorrow. Well, let's think about what is tomorrow. Everyone in chat right now, let me know. What is tomorrow? Does anyone know here? Tomorrow. It's actually a pretty big day. And you might say, what is it? It's a quadruple witching day. We have options, contracts, derivatives, all expiring tomorrow. 9 out of 10 times when you guys see a quad witching day, the markets usually go red. the markets tend to turn because everything is expiring. Everything is coming to an end. We have profit taking. People are getting out of the market. So on Friday, tomorrow, we are having a quad witching day. And that is going to be a huge time and a great time for us to be able to see, of course, the S&P 500 and see what's going to be happening here. So I want to make sure every single person sees this. I want to make sure every single person is aware of that. And the S&P 500 from 550 all the way on down to 549.42, I do think we are going to get little spikes here and there. Now, we do have two stocks, as you guys can see, which are jumping up. We got MGOL and we do have GRDI at this time. These are the two plays that are up big. We have a play right now that's up 190%, and we have a play that's currently up 83% at this time. So MGOL up 190%, GRDI up 83%. Now, this kind of brings me to our next point. Traders, did you guys see? I posted it earlier here today. I'll post it again. But Fox Runner is finally now available for, again, TradeCaster members. So if you guys have not, you guys can go ahead and check this on out. You guys do get 2 months of access. Yes, you still have to sign up to Fox Runner, but you do get 2 months. Starting up on Monday, they're switching it to a 7-day trial. So again, I have this information for you guys. If you guys are interested, you guys can go get Fox Runner right now. I actually just downloaded the brand new one and gives us everything we need. So this is pretty sick. This is pretty awesome what we have right here. And we have all the brand new news, the brand new setup, the brand new everything. This is kind of like their current version of Fox Runner where they have all the news. And then on top of that, guys, at the bottom down here, we can see all of anything else we want. So there's just a lot of data, a lot of news. It is free for TradeCaster members right now. So make sure you guys go ahead and sign it on up. Now, little heads on up, guys. I'm sorry I will not be able to answer all of your questions. If you're saying, Dek, can I use this on MacBook? Or Dek, I can't do this or that. Guys, you have to hit up their support team and them. I personally, again, it's like asking me about trade idea things. Personally, you would have to talk to them. You would have to figure out, on their end. I am sure that there will be some sort of issues. I'm sure there will be some sort of bugs as they're just, again, giving it to you guys right here and basically using it as like a test trial. But if you guys have anything, make sure you guys go ahead and check it on out. Nope, there's no code. You just go ahead and they set it for a 60-day trial for you guys. And then on Monday, they're going to a 7-day pass here. So again, make sure you guys get this before Monday so you guys have 60 days of access. Okay? So, Tommy, what were your biggest days? My biggest day I've ever had in my life was, again, a $77,000 profit. So again, my biggest day ever was a $77,000 profit. That's what we're all set, ready to go. Dek, can I use Fox Runner on PlayStation? Oh, like PlayStation? Hey, I don't know. I don't think they're incorporated in that manner, but maybe. So let's see what the news is today here. Let's go over to, again, change in pre-market. Let's, again, just see what's gapping on up. And we have MOTS gapping up. Ooh, again, I have MOTS gapping up 346. Is this correct here? I want to make sure this is correct data at this time. They might have an issue at this moment. No, again, this is actually not correct here data. So they actually had this update. This is actually not correct at this moment. So again, I want to make sure that you guys realize I'm going to give them a quick little email and let them know that this information right here is not currently correct. So let me, again, give me 1 second. I'm going to send them an email here because I know they just came out with this brand new demo and want to let them know that this is still not 100% here. So give me a heads on. Give me 1 second. So let's see here. Give me a moment. Let me just send this email on out to them. Let them know that these tickers are not correct. All right, so you guys can still download it, but I will let you guys know that you guys are all set, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Now, also, what I do want to see is they said, Dek, check out our new features. They have the news alert feature. So again, news alerts. So we do have news alerts here. News alerts, MGOL, blast off, low price spiker. Okay, Nvidia is unstoppable. Okay, cool. GDRI spikes over 100%. So the thing is, team, we do have right here brand new news alerts on some of the hottest plays that I want you guys to be on top of and be aware of. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out that information. So that's all good. But let's, again, I will give giving them the heads on up, but let's talk about today. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about what we're seeing. Let's talk about what we have going on. Let's go over towards MGOL. Okay, first things first, MGOL at this time. Let's go with this play right here at this moment, MGOL. 205% gain. Is there a reason behind this? Let's go ahead and do this the old-fashioned way. MGOL, is there a reason behind it? It says Highmar Inc., a global leader in crude oil and refined petroleum marine transportation services, agrees to business combination with NASDAQ MGO Global Inc. So it does have a good credible press release right here. We are seeing that we have, again, crude oil, refined petroleum, marine transportation services agrees to business combination with NASDAQ listing MGO Global Inc. So we do have, again, good credible press release. Now, is this press release worth a 203% move? This stock has gone from 40 cents to now $1.50. MGOL, this play right here, team, is on a monster rip, a 200% climb. So again, 200% climb at this moment. Now, is there any or are there any shares available to short? Let's go over and take a look. MGOL, this play right now, locates are unavailable. Dang it. So guys, even if there are some now. So let's just see here. I want to see 10,000 shares. If I want to get involved in like 10,000 shares, 10,000 shares, $191. I'm going to get my shares right now in case they run out. So this is not me getting into the play. This is me just locating 10,000 shares, so at least I can be able to trade 10,000 shares whenever I want. All right, awesome. So this is a play that I have my shares. I'm all set, ready to go. If you wanted to get less than that, it costs $1 per 91 shares. So again, 100 shares cost $1.91. This is a play that is the number one top gainer in the stock market. We have gone from 43 cents, has spiked on up towards around $1.50. And when we take a look over on this play here, what are we seeing? Take a look over on this play. We do have a little bit of a flag that's starting to form. I would say this. If you want to short MGOL today, which I definitely think is going to be the right move, let's wait until it gets a little bit higher than 150 or maybe even test those old highs of 185. We want to see MGOL do what MGOL is going to do, which is what? Spike on up, give it all back. 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 So you can see spike, drop, spike, drop, spike, drop, spike, drop. MGOL, this play right here, this is a play that is going to spike, and this is a play that is going to be giving all of its gains right on back. So I do want you guys to be aware of that MGOL right here, this is a play that, yes, we are looking for that rip and run on up towards around that 180 and then to give all of its gains on back. I would say, Dek, when are you going to get involved on this play? I'm going to wait until at least it gets above the price of 165. If MGOL gets above the price of 165, I'll start getting filled on it. The only other time to get filled on MGOL is right at the bell. If you're saying to yourself, hey, Dek, I think MGOL is going to open on up and just crash, I can understand that. There are lots of times that a stock opens on up and just dumps right away. What I would like to see is a little bit of a spike and then turn around and start falling back on down. What about GRDI here? What's going on with GRDI? GRDI went from, again, 60 cents and spiked up towards, again, $1.42. Now it fell on down towards, again, 97 cents, spiked on up towards $1.30, fell on down towards 95 cents, spiked on up towards $1.10. So each one of these spikes is getting a little bit weaker. I will say there will be probably a random little pop up towards $1.20. I think there will be another random little move back on up, but ultimately I do see GRDI falling on off as well. This is really the game plan of today. It's 928 in the market. We know that S&P 500 is sitting right next to record highs. Tomorrow is the quadruple witching day. I do think we are going to get back above 550. I think today is going to be a little bit more bullish. Quad witching day tomorrow. That's when we're going to start fading and falling and start dropping back on down. Okay? So the S&P 500, want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go on that. On top of that, we do have Nvidia. Nvidia is at record highs at this moment. Target on Nvidia is going to be up towards around that 150 mark. If we can be able to go up to 150, that's going to be a very strong resistance line. But once again, I think bullishness today, bearishness tomorrow on the quad witching day. Other than that, we do have MGOL, which we are going to be watching right at the start of the day. And with MGOL opening on up right here, we do want to make sure every single trader is aware of what is currently going on with this play. So let's again switch this on out for our scanners, making sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll. Let's bring over our new charts here. Get this all set, ready to rock. Bing, bing, bing. And we will be all ready to rock and roll here in just a moment. Guys, trade ideas. Got to refresh it real quick. Doesn't seem like it's got to close this, start it back on up. Hey, I'm fired up to be back here, guys. I'm so ready. I'm so excited. I'm ready to rock and roll on this day. I know you guys are as well. And man, today's going to be such a big day. You know, 2 days ago, coming off that huge profit of $1,600. Now again, looking to be able to make some more money here today. And all I want to do is attack this market. I want to attack this market. I want to get after this market. I want to have some fun and just do what we do best. So traders, let's do exactly that. Right now, we are going to be watching MGOL. Little heads on up, guys. As you guys know, I did send an email to Foxrunner. They do have to check check some of the numbers, and I let them know some of their data was off. So again, once they email me back, they probably have to do some sort of reboot or something, and then go from there. So I will let you guys know when that's all good and fixed. Right now, MGOL traders, number one play that we're looking at, no positions for me at this time. No positions for me at this time. I will be, again, sitting back, staying smart right here, waiting for this next move. But I am looking for MGOL 165 to 185 is where I want to look for shorts. The only other place to short is right now at the bell. I will be waiting for a morning spike first. So again, MGOL, this is the hottest play, kicking things on off. I'm waiting a little bit more for that morning spike, and then of course, going from there. So let's see if this thing can be able to rip and rally. Let's see if this can get a little bit of a hotter spike here. See if we can get above the $1.50 mark. Little heads on up. Remember, MEDS was the stock that I made $1,700 on Friday over on MEDS. And again, MEDS was a great one. This is the exact play. We again held this on down, dumped all the way down towards $8. Absolutely fantastic. MEDS starting to work its way back on up. Could it be a play that, we could jump back in on? Absolutely. MEDS, it's just very slow at this point. It's very slow. I really don't want to get into something that's going to be very slow and boring. So MGOL, I kind of want to see what this one's going to be doing here. The S&P 500 at this time, starting off with a little bit of a crack. I do think we will get back up towards that 550 area. Tomorrow is the quad witching day. Let's take a look at the economic calendar here. Economic calendar over on Market Watch. We can go over to Thursday, 9:45. Guys, in 13 minutes from now, we are going to be having flash services, existing home sales. So 9:45, we are actually going to be getting some movement in the market. So again, I would just make sure that you guys are all set. We might see a quick little pop right at the start as we get a little bit of movement in the market here. Guys, wake up, everybody. Everybody, wake up. It's time to start trading. It's time to start getting involved. It's time to start getting after it here, people. MGOL, we're keeping this one on watch. Right now, MGOL, we want to see if this play is going to break that 150 and start squeezing its way on up. Shout out to everyone here this morning joining us on this absolutely awesome day. Guys, MGOL getting halted to the upside right now. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see, people. MGOL, number one stock in the stock market. MGOL up 235%. MGOL getting a little bit of action at this time. So this play was a hot mover. This thing was fast. This thing was spiking up very hard and very quickly. I'm pumped, guys. 50 cents up to $1.50. Stock's up 235%. So, Dek, where would you look to actually get entered over on this play? We have two areas that are kind of standing out to, actually a couple areas. We have this old mark. So this is what I always like to do, guys. I never like to, again, jump into a play without you guys understanding why. So right now, I want to short MGOL, aka I want to bet against MGOL. I want to tell you exactly how I'm going to find my entry on where to short MGOL. I know that this stock at this moment is currently up 235%. The best way to be able to figure out how high a stock is going to go is by looking at the past chart history pattern. First things first is we can see an old spiking high up towards around that 183 mark. Great. Now, as we look towards 183, let's just turn this into a dark line. Let's just go over to like a dark black line here. And does it line up with anything else? Well, I could see there was a little bit of a bounce play right around 175. I could see this does line up with a nice bounce play right around that 183 mark. Here's an old spiking high right around 183, 185. Here's a nice bounce play right along that 185 area. So if you're actually asking me, is 185 a great area for a possible reversal where it was falling and then bounced here, and it was falling and bounced here, and it was falling and then we had a sell-off. And then it came all the way up and then we had a sell-off. And it came all the way up and then we had a sell-off. And we came all the way up and we broke out. But that's where it bounced at. And then again, spiked and dumped and spiked, and then that's where it bounced at. So if we're saying where is the reversal area? The reversal area is at 185. Now, let's also just be smart here. If this stock starts going, I would say above the price of 190, 195. Guess what? This play could easily spike up even higher, and we would have to look for new entries all the way up towards around 267. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I see that MGOL is currently halted. This stock at this time is going to be getting unhalted at the time of www.nasdaqtrader.com/traderholts. You can see it gets unhalted at 9:39 and 10 seconds. Okay, 9:39 and 10 seconds. What I want to do is go over to LSPT, and let's see if they're going to allow me to do this. 180. Let me see. Can I put in entries during my hold? Click sell. They are. So I'm going to go ahead and look to just surround that 180 area all the way up towards around like that $2 area. So I want to look at like a 180. I want to look at like a 179. I want to look at a 181. I want to look at a 185, 186. I want to look at a 193. I want to look at maybe a 190. I want to look at maybe a little bit weaker, maybe a 177. Right? So I'm just surrounding that 185 area. And if that 185 area gets filled, I think I'm going to have an amazing entry, right? If that if that area can get filled, I'm going to have an amazing entry right around that 185 mark. And that's going to be the most beautiful thing here is that I know I have 7 different orders, 7,000 shares that I just placed at this time. I'm going to place a stop loss right around that 210 mark. So the worst case scenario is I get filled, I get out of this play right around 210. So I want to see if I can get filled on this play. Then I'm going to set a stop. So we just go, let's go right here, stop at 211. So I can go ahead and place that. Let's go with MGOL, 7,000 shares. And now I'll be able to be all set, ready to go as if it spikes on up, I get filled, and now I have a stop loss at around that 211 mark. Okay? So that's what I'm looking at over on this play. So right here, traders, we want to make sure every single person is all set, ready to rock and roll. Every single person is good to go here. I just want to make sure we're all dialed in at this moment, team. No, again, forcing, no putting ourselves in any sort of bad positions. We're trying to do everything smart, looking at past chart history pattern, looking to see, of course, where this opportunity is going to be able to take us. Let's get ready to rock. Guys, it is now live. Market is now live at this time. We are not filled on anything yet. Not filled on anything yet. You'll see the moment we do get filled, we're looking to surround that 185-ish area, as we said. We no orders filled yet. We got to see closer towards 177, 180 before we get any orders filled. So we still got to go up a little bit higher before we get any entries filled. No entries filled yet. Remember, we're looking to get filled near this black line. We're going a little underneath this black line, a little at the black line, above the black line. So we got up to a high of the day so far of 170. We're looking to see if this thing is going to be able to pop on up, and then we can get filled for a quick little reversal. So I still want MGOL to climb. I want to get filled next to that black line is the goal. Got a high of the day at 170, looking for a little pop of that 170, spike on up towards around that 190 area. Next Holt area is 178. High of the day so far, 173. 173, high of the day so far. Still, again, watching this one closely. Watching this area. Looking for reversal areas that I believe make sense. Stock's up 265%. So if you're telling me I'm not buying a stock that's up 265%, I'm looking for a stock to fade and fall after being up 270%. I think, again, looking for a stock to fade and fall after being up 270% is a little bit smarter than being in on a stock that is at the very tippity top. Don't you guys? If someone said, hey, let's go buy the stock that is extremely overbought, and every time it does spike 200%, it comes crashing on down, and let's be the people that buy it at the very tippity top. I don't want to be that guy. I would rather be the guy that says, hey, you know what? Let me look for a reversal. Dang it! Dang it! Guys, dang it! It's getting halted on the downside right now. Halted on the downside. Can we review this trade here for a moment? Can we review this here for a second? MGOL. Came up to a high of the day of 173. 173 was the high of the day. My entries that I wanted was at the price of 177, 179, 180, 181, 186, 193, 190. These were the areas that I was trying to get filled on. So I missed my first entry by 4 cents. Missed my first entry by 4 cents. And why did I try to get filled on this play? Because remember, look at the past chart history. Old spiking high right here at 183. Go back to the past chart history pattern. Bounce play at 183. Bounce play at 183. Top resistance at 183. Support at 183. So did I have the right idea? Absolutely. We had the right idea. It just didn't get a little bit higher. I didn't feel comfortable going in the 160s to the 170s. I wanted around this black line. Notice we got this big long upper shadow now. Now notice it's standing very weak. Now it's starting to turn a little bit more. So the thing is, it is definitely starting to have that reversal. We just missed it, but I'm not upset with that. You know, I'm not upset with that idea. I'm not upset with those talks there. So that is still, again, you know, I like the play. And even if, you know, if you got in on that play, amazing. If you didn't get involved on that play whatsoever, like I did, still, I want you guys to be able to say, hey, Dek, I didn't get involved on that play, but I'm learning. Like I understand what you saw there. I understand what you were looking at there. I understand the idea behind this play on why it turned at the area it turned. Why it turned at this specific area. Why it turned at this moment. All right, and that's always huge. So right now, traders, want to make sure that you guys are all set here. MGOL, GRDI, RELI, ALUR. Still got MGOL, still the number one play here. But now we kind of have to ask ourselves. We have to ask ourselves a question. How do we want to play this now, guys? How do we want to play this? How do we want to get involved in this? How do we want to start trading, of course, MGOL? Do I want to trade MGOL by, getting involved on this play? Let's say, just right off the rip again, get filled right above 150, or do we wait for it to spike back up towards that 180? I mean, that could easily be the high area. That could easily be the high area right there, right in that 170-ish mark, 173. It did not get exactly where I wanted, but this is still the most active play. It's up 222%. Remember, traders, one of the biggest flaws of traders, especially new traders, and new traders, I'm going to call you out right here, is we get too hyped up. We get too excited when we see a play spike 200%. And we say to ourselves, oh man, stock's up 200%. I can't wait to buy it. And I say, why are you buying a stock that's up 200%? You say, well, Dek, it's up 200%. It's going to go up another 200%. Why do we think that? A stock that's up 200% is probably a stock that's exhausted, a stock that's ready to come crashing on down. If I saw someone run a marathon, I'm not going to say, that guy, I'm putting my money on him right now to come in first place on another marathon. He just ran an entire marathon. He's probably tired, exhausted, wants to eat some wings and a pizza and relax and go to bed, right? He already ran the marathon. He's tired now. MGOL is already up 222%. It's tired now. So it's like the same exact thing if you buy MGOL right here. Oh yeah, I want to buy the stock at the tippity top. Oh, MGOL, yeah, I want to buy the stock at the tippity top. Oh yeah, MGOL, I want to buy the stock at the tippity top. New traders, and I was one of them as well, that we see a monster breakout and we say, yes, I'm going to buy it right here. And then you just always end up losing all your money. Same exact thing, traders. Why buy it here? That's why I became a shorter. All right? Where I go against these companies because I figured out, hey, I keep losing whenever I try to go on the long side. So instead, let me go on the short side. I could be able to make a lot more money. So right here, I want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go. Fired up on this day, as always. Ready to rock, ready to get after it. 9:45 a.m. in the market. GRDI, ZAPP. Right now we got MGOL live. MGOL is live, guys. MGOL is back and live. Stock is getting a little bit weaker. I would love to see if it could pop back on up. My biggest fear is that it's just going to turn into a big loser now. It's just going to keep fading and falling and just turn into a monster loser now over on MGOL. I do want to take a look. How's SPY doing? S&P 500 trying to be able to spike itself all the way on up. Let's see. Let's get after it. Let's get after it here, team. Let's get after it here, team. I want to make sure that we're all good. We got to put something on the line here. Let's put something on the line. Dek, let's see. If I make over $2,000 today, I have to buzz my hair. Buzz it all off. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Give yourself. We're going to bleach it blonde. I want to get after it here right now, see what we can do. Obviously, again, MGOL is a play that is just going to have so much opportunity to just fade and fall and keep getting weaker and weaker and weaker. BKL shaved the beard. I don't really even have a beard right now. It's a little stubble. I shaved last night. This is me shaving last night. I wake up and it looks like this. Okay? I got very strong beard genes. I come from a very long ancestor family back in the Hungarian Budapest land of very strong beards. Right now, MGOL. Still watching this one. Anything else going crazy right now at this moment? Little sign out, traders. If I did not tell you over on Tuesday, if I did not see you yesterday, but I will say it right now once again. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Hope you guys had a great day with friends, family, celebrating whatever you guys were doing. Hope it was an absolutely fantastic day. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. GRDI getting all set, ready to go. Next time we have off is going to be on July 4th. And that is in 2 weeks, guys. So July 4th coming on up in 2 weeks. Little heads on up. We do have off on Thursday, July 4th. And then as you guys can imagine, probably no one is really going to be here on July 5th. So actually in the upcoming, not next week, the following week, we're going to be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then you guys do have a pretty lengthy weekend as you guys have off on Thursday, off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you guys are going to be having like a 4-day weekend coming on up. Not the next weekend, following one. ZAPP, still again, keeping our eyes peeled on it. Right now we have, again, Zap trying to move, MGOL trying to get a little bit of hype in action. Still watching the SPY. Want to see if what the SPY is doing. Yep, SPY is starting to battle itself back on up as expected. I think the SPY is going to find some sort of high right around like 551. I will say I think that today will be the high. I do believe today is going to be the high area because tomorrow with the quad witching day, remember guys, quad witching day tomorrow, that is going to be huge. Now you might say, Dek, what's a quad witching day? Well, just go over to Google right here. Quadruple witching is a day that the financial markets, when 4 types of contracts expire simultaneously: stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures. These events occur on 3rd Friday on March, June, September, and December. In June 2024, the dates are March 15th, June 21st, September 20th, and December 20th. So the thing is, I do want you guys to realize this. I want you guys to realize that we are having stock index futures, stocks index options, stock options, and single stock futures all expiring. So if they are all expiring on the same day, that usually leads to falling and fading and selling and profit taking. So I do want to make sure you guys realize tomorrow has a great chance of being a red day in the market. Great chance of being a red day. Great day of having a fading and falling in the market. So again, staying alert at this time. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Taking a look over on chat at this moment. Take a look right here, guys. Day Trade Professor just gave a $100 donation saying, Sean Dekmar, the best of the best. Same happens to me when I short drop so fast. Sometimes you miss an entry. Great breakdown as always. Watching you from Thailand here. Shout out to the Day Trade Professor. You want to know a man who's got a future ahead of him. A man that is sharper than Bruce Wayne. A man that sits there all majestically and has to do nothing at all because style embraces him. He doesn't embrace style. There's a difference. Some people are built from a different cloth. Some people are just different. And Day Trade Professor is one of those guys, just different. Some people want to act like him, just can't achieve it. Some people want to be it. You ain't got it. Shout out to the professor right there. Thank you. Let's go. SPY at this time. Watching these plays. 9:52 a.m. Let's find that next mover, guys. Let's find that next mover. MGOL really starting to get ugly here. Shout out to anyone that's got involved over on MGOL. This play all the way up from 170 down towards 125. I mean, that was the play. That was the play of the morning right there so far. It really was. That was the play of the morning so far. That was the play of the day here. Let's see if anything else is popping on up. Let's see if anything else is getting a little toasty for us. Got MGOL weaker, ZAPP, ooh, Zap right now. Zap, I could imagine actually going on a little bit of a spike. Does have that mid-candle breakout pattern. So Zap actually looking more towards, I think, like a little bit more of a spiking potential. And you might say, Dek, why spiking potential? Just because it does have this mid-candle breakout pattern setup. Traded up, little heads on up, Dek. I'm on a 100% win rate so far this week. I love seeing that. Look at this. So traded up at this moment. Trader over in TradeCaster. Realized losses and gains. June 17th, all green. June 18th, all win. June 20th, all green. What are you up so far this week? Look at this, guys. Up so far this week, $13,000. Shout out to Traded Up right now. Currently up $13,000, 100% gains so far this week. Let's go, baby. 13 grand on the week so far. Now that's trading. That's some big prime time trading right there. I like that. I like that a lot. So we got Zap with a little bit of hype. We got MGOL, which is just falling apart. Has dumped all the way from 173 down towards around 114. We've talked about that. I mean, I know I keep going back to MGOL. It's just that's such a moneymaker. Now, guys, I was going to get 7,000 shares in. Now, what does that mean? That means every 10 cents that drops would be $700. Let's imagine if I got filled at 180. Okay? 180. 180 down to 170, $700. 170 down to 160, $1,400. 160 down to 150. Right? What are we at? $2,100, $2,800, $3,200. Right now, I could be sitting right around $4,000 if, again, I got filled in an extra 5 cents. Again, we missed that entry by 5 cents. So it's a play that it hurts me a little bit because that's, $4,000 profit right there. I was about to go out and shave my head. So we want to get ourselves going, guys. That's our homework here tonight. Okay, little sign note. Let's put this together here. The homework for tonight, okay, is you have 2 options, actually 3 options. Everyone has to show up with a buzz cut tomorrow. You can make it look nice. Get that model buzz cut. Number 2, everyone has to bleach their hair bright blonde. Or number 3, you have to shave your eyebrows off. Okay? You might say, Dek, why? This makes no sense. Why would I do this? Sometimes, again, just starting the summer off fresh. Sometimes just saying to yourself, hey, you know what? I need to get a little switch up in my life. Let's do it. Huh? Let's get after it. Tomorrow, I can't wait to see everyone shiny, bright, bleached, blonde, buzz cut hair with no eyebrows. Team, people say, why are you doing this? Just want to start things right off for the summer. It's going to be a hot summer. Just want to have a little bit of a cool breeze. It's going to be a good time. Let's get ready to rock. GRDI. Just imagine us, over 3,000 people, all looking exactly the same. ZAPP here, team. Trying to move itself on up. Dek, where's the next resistance line on ZAPP? Up towards around 460-ish. 460, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. That's going to be our main area, main target, main idea over on this one. We are, again, going after it here, team. ZAPP. A lot of action on this play. Everyone, take a look at it. I think we are going to go all the way up towards around like 460. So if you actually wanted to go in on the long side, I'm not opposed. Now, ZAPP, I do not believe there is any sort of news on this one. ZAPP, I do not believe there is any sort... there is news. Excuse me. I stand corrected. It did have an earnings report. So it said ZAPP reports financial results for first half official 2024 and raises business outlook. So it did have an earnings report. Little heads up for you guys. And that's why this play still spiking on up. Once we cross $4, that's probably when I would locate shares over on ZAPP. But if you actually want to go on the long side right now, I am not opposed to it. But there are shares available to short at this time, as you guys can see. There are shares available to short coming on up here. ZAPP, next short is at 460. $5, strong resistance. So we still have ZAPP high of the day, 384 so far. ZAPP, definitely a hot one. MGOL is live right now as well. MGOL was a stock that, again, has given so much back at this time. Still dumping. Guys, look at MGOL just absolutely dumping all the way on down. I know for a fact that if I jump in on MGOL right now, I'm going to be the guy buying at the very bottom. Does anyone else feel like that? Where it's like, oh, Dek, the short already happened. You got to let it go now. The short already happened. You got to let it go. Don't be the guy that says, okay, I'm going to short now at $1.10. We just fell from $1.70 down to $1.10. Get ready. A dip buy is most likely going to be happening. Get ready. A bounce play is most likely going to be happening. Get ready. There's going to be opportunities for that. So the thing is, just like I was making fun of new traders that buy plays at the very top, I also, again, don't want to be a shorter, which is now getting involved in shorts at the very bottom here. So I want to make sure you guys are all good here. And yes, there are shares available to short. You guys can see right here, MGOL. You can locate your shares. You're all set, ready to rock and roll. So there are shares available to short. Just a little heads up for every single trader so that you guys are all good, ready to rock. Again, everyone always asks me, Dek, how do you have shares available to short? Well, my broker doesn't have shares available to short. Thing is, you have to use special brokers that focus on shorting. So you have to use special brokers that focus on shorting, such as, of course, Lightspeed, so that you guys are all set, ready to rock. Also, a little heads on up. How's GameStop been, guys? I feel like I haven't watched GameStop in a little bit. GameStop most likely is going to crash on down towards that $20 mark, 50-day moving average. Again, this play looks like it's getting weak. It's going to be very slow and choppy, but most likely over the next few days, we are going back on down towards around $20. I really would not be shocked if, again, we ever did start fading and falling and start getting weaker back on down. So I haven't really looked at GameStop in a little bit, I feel like. Johnny Boy, do you know how long an application takes? Usually it takes like 2 to 3 business days an application. If it ever goes longer than 2 to 3 days, I would contact them and just, ask, hey, how's my application doing? So after about 2 to 3 days, I would just contact them, make sure that you guys are all good here. Guys, stay alert, stay smart right now. Right now, team, sitting back, staying smart, no forcing, staying hydrated, if I might say. I don't know where you guys are located right now at this moment, but for the last 5 days, it has felt like baby Africa over here in Pennsylvania. It has been about 92 degrees every single day. It's been insane. And you know what? It ain't breaking either. It's like the next 10-day forecast is like 92 every single day. It is so hot. Gotta stay hydrated, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are all set, ready to go. I don't know. One of the big things, again, when I purchased my home in Pennsylvania, a lot of people used to always say, hey, Dek, you sure you want to live in Pennsylvania? That's exactly where the equator goes over. Very hot over the summer. And I said, you know what? I think I can deal with it. I don't know if I can. It's freaking hot out. Making sure we're all set, ready to rock. Zap, we're all good. Dek, I'm surprised you don't live in Florida to save state income taxes. Well, number one, Florida is so much hotter in the summer, right? But I do love Florida. I love Florida. I really do. But the thing is, what's the issue with Florida right now? Is that, yes, you don't have any state income taxes. But what I will say is, aren't they? I don't live in Florida. Someone in Florida correct me right now because I'm going to say something wrong. So I'm just giving that heads on up. What's going on in Florida? Isn't it like water insurance damage is like just as expensive as your mortgage right now? Isn't it like insurance for like hurricanes right now, like $2,000 a month? So it's like, yes, you're saving money on one thing, but you're basically just giving it away on another thing right now. Yeah, flood insurance. It's like jacked up like crazy there right now. So, hey, every state's a little different. Every state is a little different. Every state is a little wild. They got their own rules. But at the same time, we're united. That's how we got our name. The United States of America. 10:03. Looking for this play. Dek, thank you for your geography lesson. We appreciate you and your history. MGOL. Still watching this. I will say, though, little sign out one more time, guys. Europe does blow my mind in a bit. You know why Europe blows my mind? Because Europe, let's just say, it's slightly different, but Europe is almost the same exact size as America, right? You got America, you got Europe. Now, in Europe, we have what, like 32 countries? And in America, we got 50 states. Now me, I live in Pennsylvania. I can drive to New Jersey, and you know what? I can live a normal life. But the thing is, in Europe, every single country is like a different state, but every single person speaks a different language. Imagine if you live in New Jersey and you drive to Maryland and you couldn't understand anyone. Imagine if you lived in Florida and you flew up to New York and everyone starts speaking a different language. It's kind of crazy. I was having an epitome the other day, and I was like, yes, someone in Spain could drive to France, like if I was driving to New Jersey, but then I just don't understand anyone. Imagine if every single state in the United States had a different language. Imagine if only the people from Pennsylvania could understand me at this moment. That's kind of a crazy thought process, isn't it? That's kind of a crazy little concept. Imagine if every state had their own language. It's kind of nuts. Kind of crazy over there in Europe. Europa. How's my accent? Europa. Oh, I'm traveling to Europa. Ha 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 ha. I feel like I could fit in over there. I feel like I'd be welcomed. Right now, MGOL. Want to see where we're going at next. All you guys are like, what is Dek talking about today? I'm sorry. You know what? We missed the best play of the day here today by 3 cents. I got a little off track there for a second. I apologize. Okay? Looking for this next move. CNTG, still looking for this one. ZAPP at this moment. ZAPP from $2 up towards around $3.88. $2 up towards around $3.75, back on down to $3 here. The thing is, traders, this is I want to be, focused over on the market here, guys. What I want you guys to understand, no trade is not a bad trade. Keeping all your money is a very good thing. Staying smart with your money is a very good thing. For you to say to yourself, hey, I did not force a trade today. I did not force a trade in the first 30 minutes of the day. I did not put myself in a bad position. I think that's a very smart thing for you to be able to say and for you to be able to do. Staying 100% cash is way better than pulling the trigger just to lose. Staying 100% cash is a lot better than jumping into a stock just to end up taking big losses, right? Sometimes our emotions say we have to trade, we have to get involved, we have to do this. We don't have to, right? We could just say, hey, you know what? We're good to go. One of my friends likes going to the casino. He enjoys going to the casino, right? He usually ends up losing his money, but sometimes I'll say, hey, yeah, I'll go watch it. I'll go. And you know what? Just because I'm at the casino, I'll say, all right, I'll take out $200. And then I end up losing $200, right? That's how it goes. Sometimes in the stock market, we say, okay, hey, in the stock market, I don't need to pull the trigger. But since I'm here, but since I'm watching Dek right now, but since I have my account open, since the stock market's open, why not? Let me throw in some money. And then boom, you lose $200 and you say, why the heck did I just do that? Why the heck did I just lose money for no reason? Why the heck did I just pull the trigger for no reason whatsoever at all? Right? So we do want to, understand that we don't want our emotions to be able to take on over, right? I always tell you guys, trade the stock market like it's a casino. And it's like, what are you talking about? Trade the stock market like it's a casino, but not the tourists, be the house. Don't be the guy in a Hawaiian t-shirt who has a little envelope of money saying, oh, wifey, do you mind if I spend some money here today? Okay, thank you. And then you again sit there and you play blackjack and you play craps, and after again, 2 hours, you end up losing, but you come back and you say, oh, but I got a free dinner. The thing is, guys, you're losing. We want to be the house. We get to be selective, right? I always imagine this. Imagine if we could play blackjack, but instead of putting our money out first, we got to see the cards first. We saw the cards, then we put our money out. Ooh, 2 face cards, here's our money. Oh, we have a 3 and a 4. Okay, nope, I don't want anything. Hey, we have a 4 and an ace. Oop, nope, I don't want anything. Oh, we have an ace and a face card, blackjack. Yep, I'm gonna put my money out right now. That's how the stock market is. The stock market, I see the cards. I see the patterns. I see the setups. I see the ideas. And then I can go ahead and put my money out. But the people who gamble are saying, oh, okay, MGOL is up 185%. Okay, I'm gonna buy in right now. Why are we doing that? Right? Why are we putting ourselves in these plays that are just random? We want to make sure that we are seeing the cards, recognize the cards, then part our money out. People ask, Dek, how do you win so often? How did you win $1,600 over on Tuesday? How did you win $500 over on Monday? How did you win $600 over on Friday? How did you win $1,700 last Wednesday? How do you consistently do this? We literally get to see the pattern before we have to put any money out. If I see the chart setup, I see the pattern, I see the movement, and then I get to decide if I want to get involved on the play, then it's easy. Most people say, though, okay, hey, I'm going to get involved in BEST right now. I don't know, my friend's uncle's cousin's brother's sister's wife told me that this could be a good one. Okay, I'm going to buy it. It's like, why? Right? We don't need to do that. Let's make sure we're being smart here, traders. Everything we do, want to be smart. Every play we get involved in, want to be smart. All right, now we're getting all set, ready to rock and roll. Looking to see what is coming on up here. MGOL just got halted on the upside. MGOL did just get halted on the upside here, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to rock, ready to get our day involved here. Looking for this next move, and we'll see if MGOL could spike its way back on up. Let's see if MGOL could, get a little bit more hype here. Looking for that first trade, guys. That first easy trade. That first easy play here. Oh, MGOL is... No, not halted. Sorry, it was almost halted. I apologize. So MGOL was almost halted. I apologize. Still sitting right around this 150 mark. This is, the reason why I like MGOL, it is one of the most active plays today. One of the most active, has one of the best chance of continuously pushing its way on up. I'm thinking about getting involved if I see a little pop up near around the 140s. So MGOL, I'm still interested getting involved in this play, maybe right before 150 with a 150 stop loss. So I would say, if MGOL starts getting back up into the high 140s, definitely, give it a chance. It got up towards, 144 there for a second. Now starting to have a little bit of a pullback back on down. So, man, it's like, I want something that's going to hold up a little bit better. What's the SPY doing right now? Oh, guys, look at the SPY. SPY's starting to turn a little bit. Maybe, again, get involved in a potential options trade. Let's see. SPY had a little bit of spike starting to turn and come back on down. Let's see. Where's this best dip buy? Where's this best bounce play area? I want to see what is this area? 548.35. I'm thinking best bounce play, 548.10. If the SPY comes down towards 548.10, I'm going to look for an options trade, I think. So I'm going to look for S&P 500. But you guys know I don't really look at SPY 500. I look over on SPX. So I'm going to point SPX. I'm going to be looking over on, come on, today's date, June 20th. SPX, what price are we currently sitting on over on this play here? SPX, this play, it's already starting to get a little bit of a bounce play. We just had a little bit of a bounce. Can SPX fall on down a little bit more? Came on down to 548.48. Strong resistance at 548.80. A little bit of turnaround. Again, I want to be able to trade. I do think today is going to be a little bit more bullish and tomorrow being a little bit more bearish. But let's think about something, traders. Are we near the record high? The highest the stock market has ever been is today's high. So the highest the stock market has ever been is today's high. And today's high is 550.12. What do you guys think about that? 550.12 is today's record high. And could that hold up as the high that's going to be the high that's going to hold? Remember, every single day that we hit a brand new record high, we ask ourselves, could this be the high that holds? I'm going to be honest here, team. 550 seems like it's a pretty good solid play here, right? 550 seems like that is a very solid resistance line. Don't you guys agree? I don't know. That could definitely hold up as the main resistance line. That 550.12 mark right here, that 550 area. So, tomorrow, I'm excited to see where this is going to take us. I'm excited to see what's going to be happening on up here next. That 550 mark could definitely be a top dog, a top area for us. Right now, we are still looking at over on these plays. We are still watching this one. We do have the S&P 500 right now at this moment. A little bit of a downtrend over on the SPY still. If I ever got back on up towards around that 549.50-ish mark. Right now, I just feel like I'm hunting. I just feel like I'm looking around for the best play. I'm looking around to see what are my opportunities. I'm looking around to see what is the stock I can get myself involved in. NVDA already starting to turn a little bit. So NVDA could start turning now. Remember, guys, we do have NVDL we could trade. NVDL has gone from $91 down to $87. Now, NVDL, this is a play that is going to be 2x whatever NVDA does. So you see NVDL, look at the top level 2 right here. Okay, this is very important. We do have NVDA, NVDL. What's the difference? NVDL is 2x whatever NVDA does. So you can see at the very tippity top at this moment, it says NVDL granted shares 2x long of NVDA. That means if NVDA moves up 2%, NVDL moves up 4%. If NVDA drops 10%, NVDL drops 20%. This is a cheaper version of trading NVDA. Notice, I just changed the pattern and they look exactly the same. Instead of trading NVDA, you could just trade NVDL and be a good happy camper here. So, NVDL starting to dump. It's $87 and is going to be moving 2 times. If we take a look over on NVDA, this play is $137 and won't be moving as much. So the thing is, if you ever want to trade NVDA, just look at trading NVDL and you're going to be able to have a better time, as you are going to be able to make more money and it's going to be less expensive to get involved in, right? So that is going to be something that we really like and really enjoy. So NVDL, not a bad one if anyone's interested on it. Making sure we're staying smart. Making sure we're all set, ready to go. Baby, oh baby, oh baby. Baby, oh baby. Baby. Baby, oh baby, oh baby. Right now we do have NVDL still again falling and feeding here slightly. S&P 500 guys still a little bit weaker. MGOL still has the chance to move itself on up. ZAPP with a little bit of a bull flag. We really have some slim options here today, guys. We got again MGOL, which we're watching. MGOL, we're watching, we're focused on this one. ZAPP, we're watching, we're focusing on this one. And then we do have, the S&P 500, which we think, again, tomorrow is going to be right around the high. Maybe today's the high. Tomorrow's where we start getting that drop. And then we do have NVDL. So these are kind of like the top dogs, the top options that we have at this moment. Right now, I am staying as smart as I possibly can. Guys, NVDL already starting to, turn on the heat though on the downside. Take a look here, guys. NVDA starting to drop pretty good. It seems like maybe a possible short coming on up. NVDA has fallen, a good chunk at this moment. Could we be looking at a possible just NVDL position? Now, you can do options. Personally, I would probably look for NVDL and just do shares, so I don't have to worry about options whatsoever. But right now, we do have NVDL, which is falling. It's gone from $90 down to $86, and it seems like it's picking up speed at this moment. So NVDL still fading, still falling, still dropping, still getting weaker. I hate being a person that's buying at the bottom. Hate being a person that's buying at the bottom or near a bottom, because right now I'd be purchasing that at 86.38. It's at 86.50 at this moment. So I hate purchasing at the bottom, but I can also see that, NVDA is getting a little bit of a red day. Today was a record high day. The S&P 500 had a record high day. And are we going to get any sort of, bounce plays? I think, honestly, for myself, I think today, the big drop-off is going to be more tomorrow. I think the big drop-off is going to be a little bit more tomorrow. I think, again, I'm going to stay away from maybe looking for a short here. So what I'm actually going to do is look for a little bit of a dip buy over on this play. Dek, where is going to be the best opportunity for a dip buy? I would probably say $85 would be a better opportunity for a dip buy, somewhere in that $85 region. Well, Dek, could you do a short down to the $85 region and then look for a dip buy? I would, it's coming on up quickly, as you guys can already see. So I would say, I'm probably going to wait until about 85.50 to 85.30 and then look for a possible dip buy. So 85.50, 85.30, look for a possible dip buy and go from there over on NVDL on against shares. You can do shorts. I'm just going to do shares so I don't have to worry about time decay or anything like that. So I would like to see what we can do over on this one. Guys, if this thing keeps on falling 85.30, that's where I'm going to look for a possible dip buy. What we get on down to 85.90 there. Guys, doesn't seem like it's going to happen. It seems like that was a little bit of the dip right there. So as you guys can see, it looks like that was a little bit of the dip right there. Looks like it was dropping. The thing is, I'm not upset with any of my entries right now. I'm not upset with any of my entries. I'm not upset with any of my ideas. Can we just take a moment here, traders? For myself, at this moment, okay? For myself, I was 4 cents away from the hottest penny stock on the day. And right there, I was about 60 cents away from a stock that is extremely hot and extremely active for a dip buy and bounce play. When I get days like this, where I have opportunities and I put in entries, you can see my entries right here, I'm not upset when I don't get filled. I'm trying to get filled on a dip buy and bounce play, and slightly above my entry, we had an awesome move towards the upside. That's showing me that my thought process is correct. That's showing me that I'm thinking the right thoughts. That's showing me that, Dek, what you're doing at this moment, you're spot on. When I was looking over on MGOL, and I'm saying to myself, all right, Dek, MGOL, let's look for an entry right above this one, right above this red candle. Okay, and I just missed it. I can't be upset at that. I'm not upset about that. I'm more just saying to myself, oh man, just missed it. Wish I caught it. No big deal though. Right? So, I want to make sure you guys are all good and understand. It's like I'm happy with my alerts today, even though they're not coming into fruition. They're still great ideas, which is giving me confidence for my next trades. ARP Legends, why are large caps falling? Any news? Well, tomorrow's a quad witching day. And also, we need to remember, it's okay to have a red day. When you see that the S&P 500 is up 17% on the year in the matter of 6 months, it should fall. If anyone says, the thing is, the S&P 500 team, I'm going to make your life extremely simple. You guys ready for this? Watch this. I'm literally going to, I think, make your life very easy on when you guys should be able to jump in on these plays. Okay? Watch it. So, what we have right here at this moment, when is the S&P 500 going to fall? When and where is a great dip buy? Well, very easy. Go back into the largest time frame possible. That's going to be a monthly time frame. When you go back into a large monthly time frame, you can see the past 14 years out of the S&P 500. Now let's just think about this in the most easy fashion possible. We have the 50-day moving average, we have the 13 EMA. We also have the 200-day moving average, but on the monthly chart that does not show up. Where has always been the perfect dip buy for the last 14 years? Well, as you guys can see, whenever the S&P 500 hits the 50-day moving average on the monthly chart, it has always been the perfect bounce. In 2016, the perfect bounce was off the 50-day moving average. In 2018, when we raised rates, this S&P 500 fell. The perfect bounce was at the 50-day moving average. When we had the pandemic, the perfect bounce was right near the 50-day moving average. Back in 2022, when we had a drop, the perfect bounce was right off the 50-day moving average. If you ask me right now, can I do a long-term investment on the S&P 500? For sure, in time, it will go above 550, it'll go above 600, it'll keep on going. But the thing is, I personally would rather wait for the 50-day moving average before putting in any large sums of money. Any large sums of cash, we have to realize we're nowhere near the 50-day moving average. Let's think about what has happened here. What happens when we get overextended? We get a little bit of a pop on up. We get a nice pullback. We get overextended, we have a nice pullback. We get overextended, we are followed by a nice pullback. We are overextended, we are followed by a nice pullback. Take a look at what we have right now at this moment. We are extremely overextended. We should be able to have a very nice pullback. So the S&P 500, I would love to see it back down to 500. I would love to see it all the way back on down to the price of 420 because we are overextended and things are getting out of hand. I mean, we could just take a look over on the S&P 500 right here and let's just connect some dots. Let's just connect some realistic dots on a channel, okay? Here's the top, here's the bottom, okay? Would this channel make sense to you guys? Would everyone here agree with me that, okay, Sean, this is a realistic channel. This channel actually makes sense. This is actually a good channel at this time. I'm going to get rid of the indicators here so that you guys can see what we have. So let's get rid of indicators. All right. Now, how does this channel line up? Well, this channel, as we can see, was an old top, was an old top, was an old top, 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 then again held up as support. So this is definitely the top resistance. You can see bottom support right here, bounce, bounce, bounce. You can see how this is kind of holding on up. We are nowhere near the channel. So for the last 15 years, we have this awesome channel and now we're nowhere near it. We're overextended in every single way imaginable. We are overextended in every single way imaginable over on the S&P 500. There is due for a massive pullback. It is due for a massive drop. It really is. So the SPY right around that 550-ish mark. Want to see how, when is this going to turn? When is this going to drop? When are we going to, get this big time reversal? Right now, MGOL. Waiting and watching over on this move. S&P 500 working its way back on up. I think the SPY is going to slowly climb. Whenever I do that little speech right there talking about the S&P 500, I do get kind of like some Michael Burry vibes where I start saying to myself, man, Sean, you see this. You see how it's all the way up at 550. Why not take out, $100K, $100,000 or so and just bet against the market? And it's just, it's very tricky. It's very difficult because the thing is, what about the people that try to bet against the market at 500? Look where we're at right now. Do you guys remember when Michael Burry first bet against the market? It was right around the price of 450. He bet against the market at 450 and then it fell a little bit. But then it started spiking all the way back on up and he actually lost on his position. So the market just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. So it has not stopped. It just keeps going higher on up and higher on up and higher on up. MGOL. Getting a little bit of a drop here. S&P 500 still again waiting on this one. Looks like I do think we're gonna pop back above 550 today. I do think we will pop above 550 today. I do think we are going to hit a new high And then I think, again, kicking off the quad witching day tomorrow, that's when things are going to start dropping. GameStop starting to climb. GameStop trying to climb a little bit here. You know what I'm honestly thinking? I might be doing something that I rarely ever do. And what I rarely ever do is, look for a possible swing trade overnight on the S&P 500, or again, just shorting NVDL. Because the thing is, it's like, quad witching day tomorrow. Let's just try to figure this out, guys. Record highs today. Okay, we're at record highs. Okay, awesome. Makes sense. Record highs. Let's do this as well. I want to get all the information I possibly can. Let's just go to the SPY at this moment. I want to add some indicators. Indicators. Here, let's add two different things. Let's go over to the RSI. So I want to see RSI. Add that. I want to add the MACD and add that. Okay, cool. So guys, let's just look at this chart here, okay? And I'm just trying to figure this on out. I'm just talking out loud to you guys at this moment, okay? So, if I want to do a put contract tonight, let's figure out, why would the odds be in my favor? Why would the odds be with me? Why would the odds be against me? Well, let's talk about why they would be against me first. They would be against me because the S&P 500 is an all-star team. The S&P 500 is the top 500 companies out of 9,472 stocks that are available on the stock market. The S&P 500 is just a basket of the best of the best. It's the 99 Bulls, baby. We got '07 Tiger Woods. I'm trying to think of a year that LeBron James was good. You guys can see right here, the S&P 500 has been consistently moving itself on up. And with its leader, Nvidia, continuously pushing this market up higher and higher and higher. But Nvidia is sitting at record highs, could easily start fading and falling back on down. The S&P 500 is sitting at record highs, could easily start fading and falling back on down. Let's see where we're at this moment. First things first is the S&P 500 has a 78 on the RSI. Notice that is right here to the right of me. And what we have, 78 on the RSI. Look what happened last time. It had a 78 on the RSI. Look what happened prior. It had 78 on the RSI. It has fallen, it has fallen, it has fallen, it has fallen. So if I see that the last 3 times we were near an 80 on the RSI, we had very strong pullbacks, that's going to be giving me confidence. What else do we have here? Well, as we're sitting next to record highs, we're asking ourselves, how high is the stock market even up at this time? Well, the stock market year to date at this moment is currently sitting with a 16% gain on the year, which is insane, because if we type out average stock market return, right? What is the average stock market return right here? So if we type out right here, average stock market return, the average return is around 10% annually. 10%! We are 6 months in and we're already at 16%. So is this going to be able to keep up this pace? Most likely not. 16% return. Overbought on the RSI, hitting brand new record highs. Nvidia also at record highs, brand new overbought. We also can see the MACD is extremely extended on the bullish side, and we can see that starting to reversal. So I want to be watching at this moment that the S&P 500 is going to be able to turn in the upcoming days, especially with tomorrow. Tomorrow is a quad witching day. And as we know, quad witching days is when we have 4 different contracts expiring at the same exact time, which has probably a 90% chance that the market will be going red tomorrow. So man, I'm actually thinking there's a great chance that we start seeing the drop, we start seeing the fade, we start seeing the weakness, we start seeing a little bit of a pullback going into tomorrow. If I don't get anything here today during the day, I might be swing trading something tonight into tomorrow. I might be swing trading a stock tonight into tomorrow, guys. I'll tell you that much right now. So we do have the S&P 500 still trying to move itself on up. A little bit of momentum towards the upside right now. We got MGOL right here. Spike on up, starting to get a little bit of a fade. Zap, little bull flag pattern. GRDI, not too much. I'm going to get rid of these indicators here. Nope, not those indicators. making sure that we are all set. What are you guys looking at right now? GME, GameStop, new high of the day. GameStop, new high of the day. Deck, where's the next short here? 13 EMA. 13 EMA is at the price of $26.90. $26.90, best opportunity for a short. At least wait until above $26. Guys, we're slim pickings today. We're slim pickings today after Juneteenth. So we're slim pickings after Juneteenth here. GameStop, 26. We get up to 26.50. I'm going to start looking for some shorts. So GameStop, easily accessible for shorting. 26.50. I'm going to start looking for some shorts. Ride it up towards around 26.90. I want to get a trade in. I want to make some money here today. I want to get after it. Let's do what we do best, baby. Let's do what we do best. Right now we got GameStop. Give me a second. I'm going to flip up the AC here for a moment. Guys, it is hot. Got to turn this thing on up here. Give me one moment, traders. Traders, if you guys are seeing anything, feel free to yell it on out. Obviously, we are a team here. We want to make sure that not only am I growing, you're growing. Not only are you growing, the person next to you is growing. The person to the left of you, above you, below you. We are all growing together as a team. To Astro Trade says, I think the S&P 500 is going to get a massive fall after the elections. The Feds won't allow the market in the election year. What do you think, Deck? I mean, yes and no. I mean, the thing is, elections definitely kind of get a little bit of a crazy time because, they try to hold the markets up as well as they can. So there is no crashing or dumping for the election year, because let's say, again, if you are interested in Joe Biden and all of a sudden the market starts dumping and falling in the next 6 months, well, obviously that's going to look very bad against Joe Biden. If Trump was president and all of a sudden the market starts fading and falling and dumping, and all of a sudden you say, oh, that looks very bad for Trump. So the thing is, it just comes on down to the fact that, yes, you are 100% correct that they try to keep the markets up before elections. Right here, what else do we have, guys? Let's also kind of just understand some things. What's Trump's stock? DJT? DJT. This is a play that has been getting weaker and fading and falling. DJT. Now, what I will say is DJT is one of those plays, guys, that I want to load up on. And you might say, Deck, what do you mean by load up on it? I think DJT in October is going to get crazy again. Does anyone else think that? Let's just think about this, guys. Throw your political opinion out the window. I don't care if you love Trump. I don't care if you hate Trump. But what I will say is that DJT has gone before all the way from $16 and has spiked all the way up to $60. This stock has gone before from $32 and has spiked up to $80. This stock has gone all the way from $22 and has spiked all the way on up to $56. So what I will tell you is that this play, when he's running, if he wins, if he loses, it doesn't matter. This play is going to get so much hype during the election time. Don't you guys think in September, all of a sudden DJT might start pumping on up? Don't you guys think in October, DJT might start pumping on up? Do you guys thinking, the thing is, yeah, this play is going to get pumped on up regardless. So it's going to be, I think, a sleeper pick. I think it's a sleeper play. The best entry I think you can get is the low $20, right? So the low $20 area is the best possible opportunity that you can, be able to get to. So you guys can see top resistance falling down, top resistance falling down, top resistance falling down. Here's the big breakout. So again, doesn't matter if you love Trump, doesn't matter if you hate Trump. I personally don't care. I'm telling you right now, most likely DJT is going to go crazy back in October and November. If you want to say, "Oh no, I don't want to buy this one. I don't like him." Again, that's up to you. Or if you say, "Hey, I want to buy this one. I like him." Then again, get after it. I'm just letting you guys know this is a play that can make you money. Okay? So this again, whenever I bring up, Biden, people are always in chat being like, "Oh, that guy sucks." And then I bring up Trump and then people say, "Ah, that guy sucks." And then you got two people that say, "Ah, you suck." And then this guy says, "No, you suck." And then this guy goes, "Well, I don't like you." And this guy goes, "Well, I think you're an idiot." Guys, I don't care. Okay? I don't care who you like. I don't care who you don't like. Don't matter. It's not going to change the fact where your money's at right now. So guys, staying alert, staying aware on these plays. DJT, you see this play around $20, you pull the trigger. DJT around $20, that's going to be a stock that you definitely want to start, getting involved in for something big in the future. But remember, that's probably not going to be happening for a while. That's going to be what? That's going to have all of July, all of August, September, still 3.5 months, 4 months away. AKA MGOL, still watching that one. MGOL, starting to slowly get a fade on. ALUR, nope, ZAPP. ZAPP still has potential. ZAPP still has potential to start going crazy. ZAPP still has potential to go a little bit wild here. ZAPP still has potential to go a little bit nuts. Traders, I'm actually thinking that we do what we did last week at that one time. Remember last week when we saw that slow morning and we said, hey, you know what? We're not really getting too much. I said, let's take a little bit of a break now and let's not really have lunch hours. So usually we jump back on the mic right around 3 o'clock. Let's jump back on the mic at 1 o'clock and let's see if there's an opportunity. So what I want to say to myself at this moment is, hey, I'm not seeing too much right now. I don't want to force. I don't want to blow up my money. I don't want to lose anything whatsoever. I want to just say, hey, you know what? Let me use my head. Let me be smart. How about we wait for some new setups, some new time to pass us by, and then let's jump out on the mic in 2 hours from now at 1 o'clock, not 3 o'clock, and let's see if we have any new setups and pull the trigger, if we have anything set up new. So that's kind of what I want to be doing. That's what I want to be looking at. Also, a little heads on up for all the people that were all the people that signed on up over to Fox Runner. Fox Runner this morning was not showing the correct values. So just a little heads on up. All the news was coming on out, but they were not showing the correct values of the news. So they sent me an email that said the issue was identified. It is connected to new continuous deploy process. I'll send you a message when it's fixed. Also, we'll add additional checks so that does not happen in the future. I will keep you posted. So a little heads on up, guys. If you guys downloaded Fox Runner and the pricing is incorrect, as the price is over on the charts here, that they said they found the issue and it will be fixed and it should be good then for you guys tomorrow. So you guys will be all set and you guys can go ahead, sign on up to Fox Runner and make sure that you guys are all ready to rock and roll. All right. So that is going to be great. That is going to be good. That you guys will have everything that you guys need right here at this time. So yeah, I'm going to email you guys on out. If you guys have not signed up for Fox Runner yet, I'm going to send you an email on out once they send me an email that's 100% fixed. Because I want you guys, again, getting the best of it. So once they send me an email that says fixed, I'm going to email you guys on out. I know I didn't send you an email yesterday because they, again, just told me this morning that it's all good. So once that's all set, I'm going to send you an email. Look out for it tonight, and then you guys could sign up and be able to have it all day tomorrow. Will the boot camp be in the video library? So again, summer boot camp, guys, little heads on up. Summer boot camp is not happening just yet. Summer boot camp is not happening just yet. And the reason why the summer boot camp is not happening just yet is there still is a few traders here that are putting together their final courses, and I want to make sure that we have everything perfect. I promise, guys, this is going to be the biggest and best boot camp we have ever had. It's going to be incredible. We have 10 different traders all set, ready to go, but there's just a few things that we need to add on our end to make sure that we can handle everyone, to be able to watch, to be able to learn, and have the best experience possible. So I will be dropping the date coming on up for the summer boot camp, but it's not yet. It's not at this moment. It's just because, again, I want to give all the other 9 other traders that are teaching, give them time to make sure that they're all set, ready to go. So that is going to be coming on up here in the near future. Right now, team, I just want to go through the ZAPP. Anything right now? No. MGOL starting to fade on off. Missed the short this morning by 4 cents. Can't be upset. S&P 500, look for a little bit of that dip buy and that bounce play right next to that bottom. Just missed that as well. Not upset with how I'm trading at all today. Tomorrow's a quad witching day. We might be looking for some possible shorts over on NVDL overnight tonight. If we see NVDA fall and start getting weaker, we'll really see what's going to be happening. We'll see what's going to be coming on up. But guys, I think the best thing for us to do at this time is I'm going to change again commentary hours today. Usually, again, we go up towards 12 o'clock and then go from 3 to 4. Today, we are going to kick commentary back on off right around 1 or 1:15, and we're going to go up until, again, we're done trading. So I want to wait for new setups. I want to wait for new ideas. I want to wait for new plays and plans that we're not just gambling our money away. We're doing things the right way. So, hey, get a little bit of a lunch, get a little bit of a break, and then I'm jumping right back on the mic. Guys, I don't want to be a mentor ever that says, see you later, I'm not doing anything today. I want to be a person that says, hey, let's stay disciplined, and let's get back after it this afternoon to see if there's more action. Let's see if there's more activity. I want to make sure when you guys are Tradecaster members, you guys know I'm giving my all every single day. You guys know that every single person here is giving their all and going the extra mile for you. So, let's do exactly that. With that being stated, take a quick little break, and then I'm jumping right back on the mic, getting ready to go and getting ready to see what's going to be coming on up here next. Before, again, we wrap that up, though, does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that you guys need whatsoever at all? More than happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. Obviously, I am here for you. Want to make sure that you guys are all set here. Just giving you guys a couple seconds here. If we don't have any questions, all good. No worries whatsoever. But again, today was a day that we only had probably 1 or 2 options. Had to be a little picky, right? And then go from there. Justin, send me an email and I'll send you again, any links. So Justin, happy to help you guys on out. Happy to help you on out. Reese Deck got my 1K already today. Awesome work. So, hey, for the people that already banked today, if you banked on GameStop, if you banked on MGOL, if you banked on ZAPP, if you banked on NVDL, if you banked on S&P 500, whatever you did, hey, congratulations. I'm still looking for my money. I'm still looking for my trade. I'm still looking for my opportunity. And I want to make sure that, again, I'm pulling the trigger on opportunities that are going to satisfy that in a non-gambly way. Playing the odds in my favor and doing things smart. So, traders, amazing job, amazing work. Little bit slow after the holiday. Again, we're coming off the holiday, Juneteenth. Tomorrow's Friday. We might just be in a weird little pickle area. That's about it. Saying MGOL, would you enter now? I located 100 shares. I have a short at 130, not filled, maybe 111. I would honestly just say, if you want to enter now, yes, you can, and just look for a lunch hour fade. But the thing is, it kind of already dumped on down at 112. It's kind of just not worth it for me at this moment. So it already faded. It already fell from 170. Yes, you might go from 110 out down towards like $1. So you might get 10 to 15 cents. If that's worth it to you, go for it. But it kind of already got the big drop, already got the big weakness. BTTR, I see it right now in the stream. See a little spike, possible little dump. Most likely a little bit of a pump and dump. Again, I'm waiting for just something a little bit bigger, better, exciting that I know I can make money on. But hey, guys, all amazing work, all amazing job. And hey, we're not ending the day. We're just, again, taking a quick little break and getting back after it after, again, we have some new setups. So let's see what comes on up. Let's see what goes on a spike. Let's see what gets a rip and run. And I'll see you guys back here in about 2 hours. Sound good? We're not ending the day. We're waiting for a reset of setups. And then on top of that, we're going to be getting right back after it. So traders, get excited, get motivated, and get ready. I'll see everyone back here, of course, in about 2 hours. Get a quick little drink, get a little bit of lunch, whatever you guys need, and you guys will be all set, ready to rock and roll. As always, it's a pleasure, it's a joy, it's an absolute honor being with you guys day in and day out. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are loving life, and I hope you guys are excited for this afternoon. Let's see what comes on up. Stay smart, stay beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you, and I'll see you guys back here in about 2 hours. Let's do it, team. In 3, 2, 1. Ahoo! Baby! I love this job. Guys, staying 100% cash, nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with staying 100% cash with no losses at all. Let's keep that win rate up.
When I lean for the kiss, you said I'll probably send you some pics. And I'm like, hell no, been waiting too long. Hell no, I want that cruel love. Hell no, been waiting too long. Hell no, I want that cruel love. Body on my, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body on my, riding on my innocence. Yeah, body on my, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body on my, riding on my innocence. Yeah, on my, riding on my innocence. Yeah, riding on my innocence. Yeah.
get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
better speak up if I got something to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons.